Gemini, and welcome to my channel, Higher Healing Tarot. I'm Rosina, and I hope to help you ascend on your healing journey. Please be mindful that I'm reading intuitively, and these are general energies, so just take whatever resonates with you. Also, remember to like, subscribe, and comment, because once you comment, I could pick up on your energy a little bit more, and the readings become more accurate to you. So let's get started. All right, Gemini. You guys are always very exciting. Let's see what we got here. All the cards have been shuffled before the readings begin. And I do ask Spirit for guidance on each reading. Okay, so our base energy here is strength. I have deep inner strength and glorious vitality. So this person in the picture is actually using their outer strength, their physical strength, not their inner strength, but it can go either way with this. This did come up for one other sign. I forgot which one. So we have to see it's about more about your vitality, about bringing your vitality forward. But let's see where this goes, Gemini, because it could be a different type of strength for you. Okay, so the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Lovers coming up here. So as you're coming out of September, the last week of September here, it looks like you were in some new energy, maybe the end of a relationship, because it's kind of like saying that there's new things happening, new thoughts, new way of doing things, new practicalities happening at home. So some things were changing, and then this Lover's card comes in to say, like, you know, it could be the start of a new relationship or the ending of one. And then the Moon comes in mid-October. In the middle of the reading is this Five of Pentacles, like being in your highest power, really leaving whatever needs to be left out in the cold, or you may be feeling a little bit left out in the cold, or you left something else out in the cold, but either way, it's asking, Spirit is asking you to do this in your highest, be your highest self now. Whatever happened that left you out in the cold is actually was there to level you up. It's a new path that's coming in. And then you have this Three of Wands, yeah, saying that, you know, it's time to look into new things, start, make some changes, just really start to look at things in a different manner. And then you have the Nine of Cups. So, you know, here you are, Gemini, like being content and looking pretty. Queen of Swords coming in here, and the Knight of Swords. So yeah, so the energy changes a little bit over here, and you may get into some kind of thought process or something that needs to be cut away completely, and then moving forward in all of this. So we'll have to see where that goes. Yeah, and then under the deck is the Six of Cups. So yeah, you may be thinking about something that a past relationship, or a past business, or you know, like something you had to kind of, I'm getting like you had to leave something behind. Something got left behind. Like, because you're left out in the cold here. Either you got left out in the cold, or you had to leave something out in the cold. And it made you have to change a lot of things in your life. But coming into mid-October, it's saying like, all right, like, and it's maybe when this Moon comes in, the new path now, it's a new path that needs to be followed so that you can get to your highest self again. So making some changes and looking at things a little bit differently and thinking a little bit more out of the box, maybe when it comes to love or when it comes to business or whatever that is for you, to find your contentment again and then be in the proper state of mind. But we're going to clarify this now, because these cards coming in at mid-month could have, you know, it's about your thought processes, or it's about the way that you're thinking and bringing these thought processes forward. But we'll get more clarity on it to see what that's about. Okay, so on the Ace of Swords, we have the Judgment card. On the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Coins. And then we have the Princess of Swords that are coming up here. So yeah, I definitely get the feeling that you cut something out despite what everybody else thought about it. That you kind of contemplated what you needed in your life, and you had to get rid of what wasn't serving your heart anymore. I'm really getting this as like a love relationship. And it seems to me that it was you who ended that relationship. And there was judgment that came down on you because of it. And so now you're kind of just like go through those motions of what is important to you, so that you can be in your heart space again and be clear in your thinking and what you need and want. So yeah, it's like the energy that's coming up for me right now is like really gut-centered and heart-centered, and like this is not an easy thing to do. I'm feeling it in my legs, in my knees, in my feet. Kind of this, it was hard to move forward out of this. It was hard to move forward out of this. It was something that you've had for a long time. So it's a decision to move out of it, but in the same respect, it didn't feel good. Like you knew it was what you needed to do, but it didn't feel good at all. And now you're just trying to find, like, this coming into October, you're just going to be in this space where you're just trying to get back to your highest self and find your way, find the path of how you want to do this now without this person in your life. Again, for those of you, this may be pertaining to work or a job or a career. You may have been unhappy in it and needed changes, for lifestyle changes, for financial reasons, for whatever. And doing it caused judgment. And, now you're kind of just trying to find the most practical way to go about this. And move this forward so you can have some clarity and so that you can feel good about it, even though it is a hard thing to do. And this is like, see, like this is where the Strength card is coming out now. This is about your inner strength, like having to use your inner strength to kind of get through this and find your path again in this, with this loss or with this, whatever this was. There's a new path that's going to come forward for you. It was hard though. It was really hard. I'm really like getting that. It's like so hard, like them like moving through the snow, and like it's just, it was a hard thing to do. So hang in there, Gemini, because you're going to get through it. You're going to get through it, and I think, the energy is that you're going to find like this new, unique way to do it, because that's what you do. Yeah, you can be very curious about things, so go out there and be curious and find a new way, because whatever you've been doing, and this had to end, and, it was really hard on you to end this. Okay, Two of Coins. Yeah, there you go. Bringing this creative spirit. You're coming out of a place, I don't know if you could see like the dark seas there, and then the sun comes out with the ship. And so it's like these things that you had to do, you knew you had to do it, but you made that decision, And now it's like, you know, you're going to go into the smoother path now, into the path of like that it's going to flow a little bit better now. You're going to be in your highest power. 10 of Wands, there you go. Sitting on that 5 of Pentacles is the 10 of Wands. So yes, just bringing your spirit forward, completing this cycle of whatever's going on, starting a new way of doing this. A lot of third chakra stuff, a lot of second chakra stuff, and of course, like, you know, a lot of heart energy that's going to come in here. But this is very lower too. This is you need to be grounded for this. You need to like take some time. Gemini never likes to be alone, but this is about having alone time, not bombarding yourself with too much stuff, because this is an inner strength. This is something that you need to do on your own, and it's going to build something in you that you didn't have before. This inner strength that you didn't have before. This is a new way of being, vitality. This is a new way of being. So very, very interesting energy here. And there's King of Cups. So there's, you know, you're going to get to this. You're going to get to being like, all right, now I'm good. Now I'm emotionally stable. I have what I need, and I can offer my love out to somebody else. So this is the energy pattern that's going to go through. That's coming through. And it's a very higher chakra. It's very like about like listening to higher, your highest power, about, you know, whatever your beliefs are there. Doing some spiritual work, like bringing this through for something that is in a way that's really important for you, in a way that is really going to bring out this this vitality in you again that has kind of been like dampened. Your spirit got dampened, and this is about bringing it forward again, but also in a newer way, so that you're not making this mistake over again. Or, you know, I don't even want to call it a mistake, because I don't think like relationships, when they break up, or, you know, when you lose a job for some reason, I don't think it's a mistake. I think it's just a lesson that needed to be learned, and that you need to move forward from that, learning the lesson. Like, you can't move forward from that and be mad about it or feel like a failure about it. It's like, what have I learned? Because if you don't ask that question, you're not growing as a person. And this is about growth. This is about strength for vitality. That's growth. Okay, and the Empress card comes in. The Empress card comes in here. Yeah, the Lover's card also is representing you, Gemini. The Lover's card is about you. So this is a very much a personal journey. Then the Empress card comes through on this, you know, going towards the, you know, the middle of October. The Empress card comes in on this 9 of Cups. So, you know, you coming back into your full state of contentment, love, nurturing, bringing in your heart space more, being in a much easier, calmer place. The 9 of Swords comes up on the Queen of Swords. So be careful of your head, you know, your thought process is starting to go off. If you get into a space where everything's going good, don't question why is it going good, or when is the other shoe going to fall, or, you know, this still isn't right, this still doesn't feel right for me. You kind of have to like roll with this energy. So just like let it be whatever it's going to be. Something might happen that will, you know, trip you up a little bit in your head, like make you like, you know, well, I just got, they might try to contact you again. So you're thinking that you're through this, and then it comes back up again. And where this Knight of Swords comes in, because it says, no, should cut it out and charge forward. The Queen of Swords does not mess around. If it's not working for her, she is quick to make it. She's able to make a quick decision, and she's able to stick to what she means. So this is what it's saying. Be precise, and that also takes strength to do. So get it. Don't mess it around in your head. Realize what you've learned and what you need to do to move forward. So even though it hurts and it's difficult to do, you got to learn from your past mistakes and stay in that energy. Stay there, because then it'll move out and something better will come in. Yeah, 10 of Swords. Bring it to a complete and utter end. It has to end completely. So if this has been something that's been like an in and out relationship, or if this has been a problem with a job that has been going back and forth for like a long time now, it's time to end it completely. So, and whatever that means to you, I know some people just can't just up and leave your job. So, you know, it doesn't mean that. Like sometimes it means the end of a situation, or diffusing something with a coworker, or, you know, whatever or however that resonates with you. But this is something about, the lesson here is more about, you have the strength to do this, to make this change, and to make it a permanent change. So just believe in yourself that you have to bring out your vitality, bring out that inner strength in yourself. Under the deck, 6 of Cups, you may need to, you know, have some perseverance here. Use your intuition, you know, just really think of how you do this and stay in a good balance. So, yeah, there's a lot of like, kind of like trickiness to this. There's a lot of things that like, you know, that, you know, Gemini likes to be in balance too. So there's a lot of trickiness to this in order, like, because you will be out of balance to learn the lesson, but then you'll come back in. And this is just more about, to get to your highest self, you have to completely end whatever this situation is going on here. All right, so let's see what Gaia has to say about this, you guys. The Enchanted Forest wants it to fall out, so I let it. And the Enchanted Forest is mystery, magic, and excitement. So yeah, so, and there's that moon again, like coming in, and you have the moon here as well. I'm sorry, yeah, you have the moon over here coming in. So, you know, some changes may be taking place around when this moon comes in. So, yeah, Enchanted Forest, that kind of just fell out of the deck. Mystery, magic, and excitement. So, yeah, like look for things that bring mystery, magic, and excitement to you. These are maybe clues into how you proceed forward. Next card, Purification, Fire, Bare Essentials, the Naked Truth, Wholeness. So, in order to get to your true essence, in order to get to your true self and what you need to be happy, to move forward, to light that fire again, is to get the purification, to really sit down and look at your true self, and the truth about what happened, and what part did you play in it that made it work out this way, so that you can make the changes that you need for the next time. You know, so when this comes up again in life, because relationships come up all the time, whether there will be loving relationships, family relationships, relationships with money, relationships with work. So, you know, the relationships are true for so many different things. You know, we have relationships with things, so it's our reaction in that relationship. So we can't have a good relationship about something, or with something, unless we know what our part in it is. So you have to be very truthful to yourself. And again, you don't have to share this with anybody. This is work that you do on your own for yourself. Unless you work with a professional, or like, unless you can work with me to try to get to what these things are. But, you know, it's for you. So, you know, this is about being very truthful to yourself. You know, I just had a vision of the Veil of Illusion. You know, this card, this Veil of Illusion, has been coming up a lot too, and it's about that too. Like, don't kid yourself over what is going on. You have to own up to some of it, because the relationship is always like a give and take thing. So you have to own up to your part in it. What things do you think you could do better for yourself? That doesn't mean go back to the old relationship once you figure this out. It means, you know, bring this forward now as like part of yourself, like leveling up and going into a higher space. Moonlight Goddess, repressed emotions, healing, reflection. So yeah, this is really coming up as like doing the work. You have to do the work here. There's purification. There's a lot of moon energy in this too. So, you know, moon energy is a lot of feminine energy. So bring this feminine energy forward. So really addressing maybe your emotions, maybe addressing things that are kind of like that you don't like to look at. Things you don't like to look at very much, because it may be too emotional for you and you like to stay balanced. So kind of like pushing yourself a little bit more into feminine energy. And the moon can be like very feminine. The moon brings that out. So, you know, go take a moon bath on the next full moon. I forget when the next one is coming, but we probably be having a new moon within the next week or so, I think. So really using that moon energy to bring up some emotions and some of this kind of, whether you're male or female, of a feminine energy needs to come up here. Okay, Gemini, that's all I got for you. Take care.